Islam, Islam, Islam. Assalamu alaikum, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, man, peace, peace, peace. Y'all already know, man, Paris the Moore, signing in. Shouts to the solid, to the solid, to the solid, Holy Seven, at Shikamaga Talamasi, ill. Islam, blood, Islam. So, back in with Trump and his stories. So let's just listen in, just check it out. Just listen in. I'll commentate and let's just hear what he talking about. Alright, fam? Get right. Get right. Right now it's a wild time going on, man. A lot going on, man. Meech came home. Irv Gotti just passed. God bless the dead. You know, us OGs, man, we know what happened during that whole situation. So we already know about the Ja Rule and the 50 beef and Supreme, and you know, now his son ran his mouth, and there's a lot going on, man. There's so much going on, man. All he's trying to do is get us to fight each other so that we can kill each other off. Yeah, the frequency has been switched for us to switch up on each other. Stop it. We need to unify and mobilize. Okay? On your higher self, standing on your square, taking care of the babies, taking care of the women, taking care of yourself, and you know thyself, and your household and your community know thyself. We got a lot of organizations that's out here trying to knock us off. Are y'all gonna let them? Come on, man, think. The reason why they got us knocking each other off like this, man, I'm so hard, I want to kill somebody, shoot. Bro, pushing the trigger does not make you hard. It actually makes you a demon, because you're not supposed to, Allah sends people through Judgment Day. We don't do that. That's a bad sin, man, to take away life from what Allah created. So you got karma coming to that. And it's probably gonna be some negative, because it definitely gonna be some bad karma. And the bad part about this whole thing is sometimes it'll skip down 1 or 2 generations. It might not get you. It might get your son. Or it might not get your son. It might get your grandson. But somebody gonna pay for that body that you took. Okay? So let's listen to Trump go in. You know what I mean? Y'all know me. Hey, once in a while, man, with my holy breath, I got a little fire. But humble, respectful, peaceful, and a real alpha male. A real general. I'm responsible for about 3,000 people. And this is family. Some of them are genetic family. Some of them are Moore's family. And some of them just family because they love me. That's it. And I love them. That's it. And it's about 3,000 of us, man. So, yeah, we don't want no trash, man. All right? We're trying to move up. We're trying to accelerate. We're trying to ascend. No. We didn't try. Moors don't try to do nothing. We do it. Get it done. So let's listen to what Trump talk about, y'all. Peace. Thanks for coming through. Love everybody. Y'all already know. God bodies come to my chat. Y'all already know. Trolls, I ignore. Get a life. Find something to do to make your situation better instead of chasing down a God body, a Muslim, okay? A revealer of light, sent to teach our seeds and everybody else about love, holy zeal, and purity. Having a pure heart and practicing love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and staying on your higher self. And Allah will take it from there. Leg, here. Here we go. Trump. Let me mute up, y'all. Islam, mic check. Man, CG. Do me a favor, Islam, or do me a favor, can you hear me? Press a 1. Cause they shut down the channel right before, as soon as I was about to show the video, they shut it down. I need to know, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, CG? Inshallah. 1, my man, he can hear. Okay, I'm good. All right, so okay, cool. Yeah, man. As soon as I went to show the video, my whole computer shut up. Anything to keep us away from learning truth. Anything, man. Anything, man. So here we go. Share screen. That's just what Trump talking about, y'all. We already know. Hey, I got a question. Let me do some holy breath for 1 second. Check this out. Let's critical think this. Now, Trump, he want all the immigrants to go home, right? All immigrants gotta go home, go home, go home, go home. Okay. All right, well, now we can get our babies back to work. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So why didn't they round us up if we from Africa? Why didn't they round us up? Exactly. Because we already home. We already home, Moors. We already home, Moab. And it's starting to look like Isa, i.e. Jesus, and Moses. Starting to look like both of them are Moors too. And man, our Circle 7 say that Isa was a Moor. And this law told him that, yeah. So it's looking like they Moors, man. Yeah, man. Think about that when I say it, right? How come they round up all these people, but they ain't? I thought we was from Africa. Why y'all not rounding us up? Because you can't. Because we already home. Now, let's go back to you type of people. All y'all pink faces. All y'all Khazarians. All y'all Slavics. Y'all are immigrants as well. I know y'all ain't got no nationality cards. I mean, what y'all got? Yeah, we know about the Sultans in El Morocco, El Maghrib, El Aqsa, i.e. America, or Amorica, or Amaruca, right? Right? Or Tamari, or India Superior, or Cathay. Come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody want a piece of the promised land. Everybody. Look, she's shutting down. Look, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, yo? She popping up property. What's going on? No, you don't. You trying to pop something on my old man. Every time I start going in, boy, shit start popping up on my computer. They're like, oh my goodness, he going in. All right, let me let Trump go, y'all. Mute up.
Building your online business?
Towards a nuclear weapon. Would you give him the green light, either to do it himself or for the U.S. to participate with him?
I don't know that that's what he's going to be asking for. I have no idea that it is. You're telling me. We're going to have a pretty long meeting. We're going to be discussing a lot. I know if the time comes to let you know, but right now that's not. Yeah, that would be called total obliteration. And I can't imagine they do that. It should have been stated by Biden, but he didn't state it because he had no clue.
One of those crowns that I have here meant
Clue, as you know, as everybody
President, what
knows.
is your vision actually for relationship
Do you have
with
anything
Iran?
else?
No, that's all we have.
My vision for
Or
what?
relationship with Iran? And what do you,
I'd love to have a good relationship with everybody. They can't have a nuclear weapon. That was the only thing when they can't have a nuclear weapon. They insist on doing that. They have some of their leadership, I can tell you right now, and maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but there are many people, top ranks are on that do not want.
Mr. President, what's your reaction to China's retaliatory tariffs?
Right now, they've taken the Biden administration like I've never seen. I've never seen the deficit with China is about $1 trillion. Think of it, $1 trillion. They're using our money to build their military. Biden let it happen. The good news is we are respected again as a nation. Maybe at a level that people haven't seen. But when I left, we didn't have any wars. I defeated ISIS, 100% of the ISIS caliphate, and now the world seems to be ready to blow up, but we'll see if we can stop it.
Mr. President, I want to speak to President Xi.
Say it.
Have you reached out to the Iranians about any kind of deal to start those?
I would reach out. I mean, I have nothing. I say I'm one that doesn't care whether I reach out or they reach out. A lot of people say, "Let them reach out, sir." To me, it doesn't matter. It's just talk. But I want to see everybody do well. I want to see great countries, and I want to see peace in the Middle East and elsewhere. We're also working very hard with respect to Russia, Ukraine. It's a bloodbath. It's a total bloodbath. What's going on there is incredible. What's going on with the soldiers, young soldiers being killed by the thousands. I mean, literally by the thousands. And we want to see if we can get that stopped. And I think we've had some very good talks.
Any update on when you would speak to President Xi, sir? Any update on when you would speak to President Xi?
No, we'll take it at the appropriate time. I'm in a rush. No.
A free state for the tariffs for Canada and
Well, we'll
Mexico?
see what happens. I mean, well, there's a short-term freeze with Mexico and with Canada, but they've agreed to be very, very strong on the border, stronger than they ever were by far, by a factor of about 30. And in addition to that, as you can see, we've been strong because we've had numbers like you've never seen before. I mean, the border is now closed, really closed. And with that being said, we're letting good people come through, and we want good people to come into the country. But the border is closed.
Mr. President, we're Prime Minister. Do you intend to Palestinians? Are you concerned about that?
I talk about that too. Both sides mean a lot. I talk about that. I talk about the other side. I talk about everything.
What's your main message to him today during your meeting?
Well, I'm here to listen. He's here to see me, and I'm here to listen. So
will you
there's
continue
not
to
much of a
press?
message.
Will
At
you
the right
continue-
time, I'll give him my
Mr.
message.
President, will you continue to press for this idea that Jordan and Egypt take Palestinians from Gaza?
Yeah, I would like to see Jordan. I'd like to see Egypt take some look. The Gaza thing has not worked. It's never worked. And I feel very differently about Gaza than a lot of people. I think they should get a good, fresh, beautiful piece of land, and we get some people to put up the money to build it and make it nice and make it habitable and enjoyable
Somewhere else.
and make it a
They don't
home.
want to leave, though. Palestinians say they don't want to leave.
I don't know how they could want to stay. It's a demolition site. It's a pure demolition site. If we could find the right piece of land or numerous pieces of land and build them some really nice places with plenty of money in the area, that's for sure, I think that would be a lot better than going back to Gaza, which has had just decades and decades of death.
Where would those pieces of land be?
Well, they
Those
could be
Arab
in
countries
Jordan,
don't
and they
want
could
them.
be in Egypt, and they could be in other places. You could have more than two, more than one, but you could have more than two, and you'd have people living in a place that could be very beautiful and safe and nice. Gaza's been a disaster for decades.
Would the U.S. pay for that?
I don't think the UN would pay, but I think there's plenty of people that would in the area. They have a lot of money. They certainly have a lot of money. Some of the countries over there that'd like to see it. I know that Saudi Arabia wants to see peace. I can see that. And many of the countries there, as far as I'm concerned, they all want peace. I think, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think Iran would like to see peace too. They've had enough. Don't you think they've had enough?
But the leaders of Egypt and Jordan have said bluntly they have no interest in doing this.
Well, they may have said that, but a lot of people said things to me. They said they wouldn't take anybody back in Venezuela, and right now they're flying them right back into Venezuela. And a lot of people, and they're doing the right thing in Venezuela. The Panama Canal is an active discussion right now, and they said things about that. And virtually everything that's been said has been incorrectly stated based on the result.
Will that amount to forcibly displacing, or wouldn't that amount to forcibly displacing those people from Gaza?
I don't think so. I think if they had the opportunity, they'd love, if they had an alternative to Gaza. They have no alternative right now. I mean, they're there because they have no alternative. What do they have? It is a big pile of rubble right now. I mean, have you seen the pictures of it? Have you been there? It's terrible to live. Who can live like that? And very dangerous. There's shooting all over the place. There's bombing all over the place on both sides. No, I would think if they had an option of moving to either in a large group or various smaller groups and take care of the close to 2 million people, I would think that they would be thrilled to do it. They have no, when you say about the Gaza Strip, they don't have an option.
To be clear, you say they'd be thrilled.
It's very dangerous.
They'd be thrilled to leave Gaza.
Oh, I think they'd love to leave Gaza if they had an option. Right now, they don't have an option. What are they going to do? They have to go back to Gaza. But what is Gaza? There's practically not a building standing, and they're very dangerous. Those buildings are shifting and they're falling down all over the place, and there's gunfire all over. It's going to be that way for a while.
Mr. President, wouldn't it have made more sense to evacuate people while the war was ongoing rather than now when there's a ceasefire?
Which is what you're talking
When it
about.
was more dangerous when there were strikes overhead than now.
Well, the strikes could start tomorrow. There's not a lot left to strike.
Exactly.
It's a demolition site. The whole place is demolished. It's unsafe. It's unsanitary. It's not a place where people want to live.
Mr. President,
Nobody's got. They have no alternative but to go back. If we gave them an alternative of living in a beautiful open place with some, nice quarters there, nice housing of sorts, and we have the money in the Middle East to build that.
Do you support Israelis actually moving back and creating stuff?
Not necessarily. No, I just support cleaning it up and doing something with it. But it's failed for many decades. And somebody will be sitting here in 10 years or 20 years from now, and they'll be going through the same stuff, the wars. And they've had civilizations on Gaza, many civilizations on Gaza, and they're buried in the sand.
Secretary
It
Rubio.
doesn't seem to work.
Secretary.
Thank you, sir. On Elon Musk, how often are you talking to him? And have there been ideas that he's brought to you that he said, oh, no, wait a minute, this is going a little too far?
Oh, many ideas, but look, he's done a great job. Look at all the fraud that he's found in this U.S. AID. It's a disaster what the people, radical left lunatics, they have things that nobody would have even believed. The whole thing with $100 million spent on you-know-what, with money going to all sorts of groups that shouldn't deserve to get any money, with the money. I'd like to see what the kickbacks are. How much money has been kicked back? Who would spend that kind of money to some of the things that you read about and I read about and I see every night on the news and every morning when I read the papers? Who would spend money for that? I would say this, the people that got all that money, are they kicking it back to the people that gave it from government? No, that's, to me, very, very corrupt. The real question is, how much of a kickback has there been? And one of the things I want to investigate rapidly, because I've never seen anything to this extent, the train that's being built between Los Angeles and San Francisco is the worst managed project I think I've ever seen, and I've seen some of the worst. Billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars over budget. In fact, I read where you could take every single person that was going to go on the train and get the finest limousine service in the world and take them back and forth with limousines, and you'd have hundreds of billions of dollars left over. It is the worst thing, and we're going to start an investigation in that because it's not possible. I built for a living, and I built on time, on budget. It's impossible that something could cost that much. And now it's not even going to San Francisco, and it's not going to Los Angeles. They made it much shorter. So now it's at little places way away from San Francisco and way away from Los Angeles. No, we're going to start a big investigation on that because I've never seen anything like it. Nobody has ever seen anything like it. The worst overruns that there have ever been in the history of our country. And it wasn't even necessary. I would have said, you don't buy it. You take an airplane. It costs you $2. It costs you nothing. You take an airplane. But this got started. And if you have to, you drive. You can drive.
Are there other agencies?
They have hundreds of billions of dollars of cost overruns. And it's not even the same project. It's much shorter. It's way outside of San Francisco and way outside of Los Angeles. So we're going to be looking into
Who's
that.
going to investigate that? Is that DOJ who's going to investigate the train?
No, I'm doing that myself. No.
Some of these Doge engineers that Elon Musk has helping him are as young as 19 years old.
That's good. They're very smart, though, Peter. They're like you. They're very smart people.
Thank you. Have you met any of these guys?
No, I haven't seen them. They work actually out of the White House. They're smart people. Unlike what they do in the control towers, where we need smart people, we should use some of them in the control towers where we were putting people that were actually intellectually deficient. That was one of the qualifications, is you could be intellectually deficient. No, we need smart people. Some are young and some are not young. Some are not young at all, but they found great things. Look at the list of things. Maybe
crazy sounds in here. Welcome to Arcade.
With this plugin, you could make sounds that nobody else is making.
Ooh, feels more like an instrument than a sample library.
Being able to actually take your own stuff and bring it in and instantly have it be a vibe, that's pretty sweet.
This is already giving me ideas.
at the bottom of the list. We're ranked very badly. And what I want to do is let the states run schools. I believe strongly in school choice, but in addition to that, I want the states to run schools. And I want Linda to put herself out of a job.
Do you think that's something the department do with an executive order? Or you can
I'd like to be
or you
able
can
to
ask
do it.
Congress
Yeah, I
to
would
do
like to be able to. Look, if I could give the schools back to Iowa and Idaho and Indiana and all these places that run properly, there's many of them. I think, so if you look at the list, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, believe it or not, China's doing very well on that list, a list of well-educated, where they run their school system well. You have a lot of countries, not surprising names. I think that if you moved our schools into some of these states that are really well,
Islam, 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 man. Salam alaikum, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, man, peace. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? We don't want to be a part of y'all, nothing. We got our Morsh on everything. Dude been going on since he got in, fam. I know CG. South CG just said, dude been going on since he got in, fam. Alright? He said, yo, been going on, bro, this just the beginning. This is the beginning. And then he talking a bunch of trash. Duh. We don't want to be connected to nothing y'all doing. We got our own mortgage government. We've always had our own mortgage government. We want our own mortgage schools. We want our own mortgage everything. We want our own everything. We don't want to be involved with no demonic, lower self, nothing. Alright? In the schools, oh man, stop it, dog. Stop it. Y'all teaching El Jizzle Bizzle in school. Y'all got y'all teaching kids how to masturbate in school. Y'all teaching the kids it's cool to be El Jizzle Bizzle. And they got an El Jizzle Bizzle group that you can like a science group. They got an El Jizzle Bizzle group in school. And the teacher's been teaching El Jizzle Bizzle. What? Yeah, man, we don't go to none of y'all schools. We need more everything. Pause. Let's get back to this nut talk. CG, shouts to you, brothers. Shouts to you, CG. Islam Noble. Islam Mastermind. Islam. Revealer of light. Yeah. Let's see what this clown talk about now. Mute up.
Further, in other words, we're talking about getting the criminals out of our country that come in through other countries illegally, right? The illegal migrants, as I call them. Well, we have people that are just as bad as them in our country. If we could get them out.
Pause. Trump, you are a criminal. What do you mean? Your boy Biden's son told it all. Y'all been selling drugs, man. Y'all got knocked off in the 80s for selling drugs, the government. And now he got a whole billionaire immigrant gang squad. Straight up. Straight up. And then he got the Proud Boys to run down on anything and everything. On anything and everything. But I'm going to tell you. Shouts to I see it. He give me this. Monkey know what tree to climb. They know what tree to climb. They stay away from them places where they know we got the everythings. So North America is different, bro. CG said, to me, I see all of what he's doing. More because we see through the trash. We once your senses and line up with your soul and your spirit, you're gonna see everything, bro. I see everything. I can feel it. The energy, the frequency, the vibration. I can feel the reset. Rest easy, Irv Gotti. I mean, we was around, we knew what happened. CG said, to me, I see all of what he's doing. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Is setting up the country to go right back to Moors? Exactly. Because look, yesterday he gonna holler, we gonna get back to the golden ages of the USA. What? Man, shut up. Only golden ages I know about is the golden age of the Moors. Read book. The golden age of the Moors. What is he talking about? This USA corporation. This USA government. He talking about the empire. Man, go ahead. We talking about the Ottoman, Moorish, American, Naga military. We come out of here, America, El Morocco, El Maghreb al Aqsa, here, where Islamism been here for thousands of years, man. Thousands of years. So stop lying. Let me mute up and let him finish lying.
And if somebody thinks they're going to be wonderful citizens someday, they're wrong. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're bad. These are hard, tough criminals. In many cases, they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. But they're very dangerous. If I could get them out of the country and be in some other country where they're glad to have them because they make a small fee compared to what we'd pay to a private prison or to, put them in one of our prisons that costs even more money, I think it would be great. I'd love to get them the hell out of our country. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
I don't. Good winner.
And just last one, because you mentioned it many times. What do you think about Joe Biden signing on with the talent agency?
You got to be kidding. He signed on with a talent agency?
Yes, he's got some entertainment agencies now.
I think he's got bigger problems.
Man, Hunter Biden told the whole what y'all be doing. His dumb ass, he's so high. They got a whole brick in his lap. When the police knock on the door, on the window in his car, he come to with a lap full of everything. And then they found a bunch of drugs that they all sell. All politicians. The government, they're the biggest drug dealers in the world. Remember in the 80s, they got knocked off for selling drugs. And not just that, you keep talking about you want all these immigrants to go. Why you ain't packed your shit yet? And all your pink homies in the White House. Y'all all immigrants. Read book, White Cargo. Read book. They were white and they were slaves. Shouts to Jeffrey Bay for bringing that wisdom. Mute up, go back on him.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next up, in light of numerous actions taken by a number of bodies of the United Nations which exhibit a deep anti-American bias, we have an executive order prepared for your attention.
Islam Wars. Brandon Rogers came in. Grand Rising God at Paris Moore and chat. Brandon Rogers, you already know. Brandon Rogers solid. And Brandon Rogers only deals with the real. All of my brothers, the solid holy seven. Brandon Rogers gonna be in the chat, learning, listening. As we teach, revealers of light. Yeah, we can give you the light, but you gotta already have the light. Alright? So I didn't heard enough of this dude talk. We've been rocking out for what, 30, 40 minutes? I'm gonna go from here. That's it. It's enough. Enough is enough, man. We don't see. Sorry for the beginning, Brandon Rogers. I'm sorry, brother. We've been going for about 40 minutes. But Grand Rising, brother, I'm glad you came through. Rewind, Brandon. Rewind. Yeah, man. Brandon, I want you to think about something for a minute, Brandon. Check this out. Now, all immigrants supposed to be out here, right? Okay, so if we from Africa, why haven't they rounded us up yet and sent us back to Africa? Pause. I'll wait. They can't, because we already home. We already home. That's why they can't wrap us up and send us somewhere. We already home. Fools, man. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. Brandon Rogers, think about that, bro. Yeah, think about that. And all these pink faces. Then they got like they got like some other dude in the background. Look at the other immigrant right here. Him. They all immigrants. They got here by way of the slave trade. Read book. White cargo. Read book. They were white and they were slaves. My people weren't no slaves, okay? If you want to run with that with you, then nah, man. It's slavery of the mind, man. And the vaults of heaven is in your head. Shout out to Isaiah, Duke of Tears. And make sure y'all get the book, Dark Skull 418. The most dangerous comic book novel. Isaiah drew everything. Y'all know we super at everything we do. We dominate everything we do. We dominate. Because Allah put something special in our genetic code that other nations don't have. Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. Got work to do, family stuff to do. I'm an alpha male, I'm a real Moor. And my puppies are Moors too. And my wife is a Moabitess. So, I mean, man, ain't no games being played over here, man. I don't play with my bloodline. And don't mess with none of these Moors, man. Watch your mouth. Because I'm a real Bay. I'm out of the womb. What does the word Bay mean? Bay means a governor of the land and a foot soldier. I got about 3,000 behind me. Some of them are genetically blood mine. Some of them are just brothers that love me and know me. So, Islam, Salam Alaikum, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, peace. Keep your head on a swivel. And don't play no games with these immigrants because they acting like they want smoke. Until we start getting at the real op, they're going to keep on carrying us like this. Stop killing each other and go at the real op. Peace.